Imagine you are on a sinking ship. The water is rising, the boat is going down, and there is a safe rescue raft just 10 feet away. But instead of jumping to safety, you stay on the sinking ship and keep bailing water. Why? Because you have already spent 3 hours bailing, and you refuse to let that effort go to waste. Sounds crazy, right? But you do this every single day. Welcome back to Paradigm Playbook. In our last video, we uncovered the invisible lenses warping your reality. Today, we are tackling a specific mental trap that keeps you chained to bad jobs, toxic relationships, and failed projects. It is called the sunk cost fallacy. It is a glitch in your brain software that forces you to hold on to a losing investment, whether that investment is money, time, or emotional energy, simply because you have already invested in it. By the end of this video, you will know exactly why your brain plays this trick on you, and more importantly, how to cut the anchor and finally let go. To understand the sunk cost fallacy, we first have to understand what a sunk cost actually is. In economics, a sunk cost is a resource that has already been spent and cannot be recovered, ever. If you buy a non-refundable movie ticket to a terrible movie, that money is gone. If you spend 5 years in a career you hate, those 5 years are gone. The cognitive distortion happens when we use those unrecoverable past costs to justify our future decisions. We tell ourselves, I can't quit now. I have already put so much time into this. But the time is already gone. Continuing to invest in a bad decision doesn't bring the past back. It only robs you of your future. This fallacy doesn't just happen on Wall Street. It happens in your living room. Have you ever sat through a terrible 2-hour movie just because you already watched the first hour? That is the sunk cost fallacy. Have you ever stayed in a toxic relationship because you thought, we have already been together for 3 years. I can't throw that away. That is the sunk cost fallacy. We build a bridge over a chasm, realize the other side is collapsing, but keep hammering anyway because we bought the nails. We confuse persistence with stubbornness. Why does our brain do this? Why are we so desperate to save a sinking ship? Psychologists attribute this to a concept called loss aversion. Human beings are hardwired to feel the pain of a loss twice as powerfully as the pleasure of a gain. To your brain, walking away from a project, a relationship, or an investment feels like admitting defeat. It means accepting that your past effort was wasted. So to protect your ego from the pain of that loss, your brain tricks you into doubling down. You throw good money after bad. You throw good years after bad years. So how do we cut the rope? How do we escape the sunk cost fallacy? You must introduce a new paradigm, the zero-based reframe. The next time you are struggling to let go of something, take all your past investments, the money, the tears, the years, and mentally erase them. Ask yourself this one question. If I were starting from zero today, with absolutely no prior investment, would I choose to enter into this exact same situation? If the answer is no, then your past investment is the only thing keeping you there. And a past investment is never a good enough reason to ruin your future. Society tells us that quitting is for losers. Never give up is plastered on motivational posters everywhere. But strategic quitting is the ultimate superpower. Letting go of a bad decision isn't a waste of what you have already spent. It is a rescue mission for the resources you still have left. It takes courage to admit you were wrong. It takes profound strength to look at a 5-year mistake and decide not to make it a 6-year mistake. The moment you let go of the heavy anchor of the past, you free yourself to swim toward a better future. Which sinking ship in your life do you need to finally abandon? Let me know in the comments below. If this video helped you shift your perspective, hit the like button and subscribe to Paradigm Playbook. Remember, your past does not have to dictate your future. Cut the anchor, change your reality, and keep growing. I will see you in the next one.